Joe, thank you for joining us today to talk about ABB's second quarter results. The market environment remained volatile, but ABB still reported solid results. What are your thoughts on the company's performance in the period?
Well, overall, I thought the company did, very well in the quarter. It is, as you mentioned, and we'll be discussing, as the quarter goes on about the volatility we see out there. But, one of the wonderful things about ABB in our portfolio today is how diverse it is from a geographical standpoint, a product business standpoint, and also a market standpoint too. And we use that diversity, I feel, well in the sense to make the best out of the quarter.
ABB has been increasing R&D spending over the past few years. What products and technologies have emerged from this?
Well, we've had a lot of breakthroughs, recently, Malcolm, and we have, spent a lot year over year on R&D, and it's really a critical part of ABB in the sense of that we continue to invest in technology because that's the core of the business. But this specific quarter, there were two things I'd like to highlight. One would be the electric charging stations in Holland. We received an order for 200 charging stations, and they'll be distributed all throughout the country of Holland and Netherlands. And I think they're all about 50 kilometers apart to make sure that as you recharge cars, that you have the logistics, proper in the sense of where the cars will be placed in relation to the chargers. These are DC fast chargers, so unlike an AC charger, they will charge a battery almost full that's empty in between 15 and 30 minutes. And, it's an incredible breakthrough when you think about that because it really extends the use of an electric vehicle. We announced what we call TOSA, which is a rechargeable electrical bus, which is really flash charging for between 15 and 20 seconds at different stops. And so you top up this battery over time. And I feel it's a real breakthrough. And again, what we have to do is we look at that technology and push it. We have to look at it as a system solution as we sell it. We really understand the componentry and how to do the different parts of the recharging. But it's how to really make it work within the context of a whole system of recharging. So those are two really great things that I think are exciting, Malcolm.
Now, looking ahead, how do you see the business developing for the rest of the year?
Well, I think, again, there's a lot of uncertainty out there. You could say China was good for us. China was positive. Germany was actually good, and parts of Northern Europe were good for us also. In North America, we had some strength in the United States, mainly on the back of Thomas & Betts in the sense of from an acquisition standpoint year over year. But specifically in the U.S. market, we're seeing strength in construction too. Okay. In the Middle East, we saw great strength in Saudi Arabia. And so again, the breadth overall of ABB has allowed us to be able, in contact with certain markets in certain areas, that we can derive that, that type of growth from. But I would say, as your specific question is, what we see going forward is more of the same. We think there'll be uncertainty. But I'm not looking at a huge amount of volatility in the marketplace. I think you'll see most of the markets going sideways over a period of time. And so our cost and growth initiatives become really important. As we invest where we see growth, we make sure that we move cost and move resources from areas that aren't going to grow, and we project that going forward.
Joe, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Mal.